Alright, YouTube, sorry to interrupt your cat videos, dog videos, Christmas videos, whatever it is you're watching on a regular day basis, to bring you this message today. I'm going to be trying to make these videos every week now, at least once a week. So every Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to try to make a new one. So, alright, cool. That was weird and awkward, but we're going to move on. Today's subject is privilege and compliance. Everyone has privilege. Let's not get it confused or twisted. I think that's my new phrase, is let's not get it twisted. But everyone has privilege. And the thing that is deteriorating society the most is not admitting that you have privilege. Everyone has some sort of privilege over someone else. And the fastest way to grow and to evolve as a human being and as a society is to admit that you have privilege. You can't sit here and pretend that you don't, or you won't admit that you do, because that's part of the problem. For example, I, as an American, have privilege over anyone who is not in a first world country. So all the third world countries, I would have some type of privilege over, because they don't have access to clean water or indoor plumbing, or they live in huts, or they can't get education, or they're a woman and they're being discriminated against. And I'm also a woman as well, so then I have my own other things that I have to deal with. But knowing that and admitting that helps me become a better person. It makes me, I don't know, more... what is the word I'm looking for? Relatable. Yeah? I can relate to people better, and I have empathy, which is another thing that people lack a lot, is empathy. A lot of people are apathetic, meaning they don't give a damn about anything or anyone. And I think that's really sad. So if you have privilege, which all of us do, especially if you live in America, maybe unless you're homeless, but we all have some sort of privilege. Whites usually have privilege over anyone who's not white. Men have some sort of privilege over women, because, let's be honest, they were allowed to vote like that from the beginning. We were not. We had to fight in order to be able to vote. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why that was not just everyone across the board. Just like I'm confused as to why we have to petition and pass a law that gays can get married. I thought if you were born in the United States, I thought you could marry whoever you wanted to, and apparently there's laws, and I don't think there is a law against gay marriage. I just think someone made that up and decided to deny all gays their equal right to marry each other. I didn't know that was a thing. So when it was on the news, I was like, why are we fighting for gays to marry? They can't marry each other. They're citizens of the United States. You should have the right to marry. Apparently not. Moving on. When you accept and admit and become one with your privilege, you can help those around you that don't have your privilege. And you can be a better person. That's what I'm trying to drive to you. 2, compliance. If you're not going to stand up and say and fight for what is right in this world, you are complying with what's wrong with the world, which is just as bad as being pro what's wrong with the world. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't ever stand up and say anything, you are complying with the powers that be and whatever is a negative thing at that time. And that's got to stop too. Because if we don't have enough voices standing up for what is right and what is just, we're never going to get anywhere as a society, and we're going to fail. And I don't want to see that. I want more people to stand up and do what's right. Because if you don't stand up for anything, if you don't stand up for one thing, you'll fall for anything. That's how the saying goes. So I want everyone to stop being compliant and comfortable. I want you to get uncomfortable. I want you to get tired. I want you to stop running. I want you to get out there and start making a difference and be the change you want to see in the world. We can talk all day. We can talk until we're blue. But until we get out there and have some kind of action behind our words, we're never going to get anywhere. Okay? This is coming from a place of love and peace and just, I sound like Sailor Moon, but that's okay. Because that's what it takes, and that's what it takes. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.